mother. If you resist, I am authorized by the Superhero Act to use force. What? What's going on? Where's my paintbrush? Contrast, help me! Don't move! The whole building is surrounded? I suppose I have been what you would call a superhero for a long time. I have investigated and exposed many crimes in my homeworld, so finding these clumsy, inexperienced fools was child's play. Her homeworld? She's an alien? Metal Realm? Taijutsu? This is interesting. The main reason I created this persona was for another chance to talk to you without my brother around. I really hope you will offer some aid to the rebels fighting against my father. I'll make you an appointment so I can hear all you have to say, but I can't make any promises until I hear from the ambassadors we sent to your world and discuss it with Dongfang Li. Right now, I'd like you to talk to Li Yulong and tell him how you found the kidnappers.
And don't try to seduce Li Yulong. That kind of behavior really doesn't help your cause.
Sakura, don't you think it was kind of rude to say that about the princess seducing Li Yulong?
It was necessary. You don't know what kind of a person she is.
I do know, and she's still a princess and an ambassador, and we still have to work with her, like it or not. How do you know about her?
Bai Long has told me about her embarrassing attempts to seduce him.
So you know about the tournament?
Of course. I'm nearly 200 years old. Father couldn't keep this from me for so long. Bai Long tells me all about it. But listen, there's more. I suspect that the princess is involved in a plot against your mother and Swansong.
It's working, Doctor. He's changing back to human. Yes, keep playing. Your music is helping. That guy with the monocle beat Blue Dragon, and he's coming this way. I've got to protect them. Stay back. I won't let you hurt them. Do you even know what you are fighting for or against? Now, where did he go? Where is he? Infiltrator? She is learning a painful lesson. Perhaps instead of fighting me, you should use your healing powers to help her. Healing powers? How can you know so little about yourself? Now go and help her. And now you again. Did you learn nothing the first time? Yes, too much power can be an obstacle to learning. I think you need a lesson from my friend Loss. I think you will learn more from him than you could from me. Your power is a possession. It is not your identity. It stands in the way of seeing who you truly are. Akila, get behind me until your powers come back. Girl, I told you I spend most of my time holding back. I'm used to not being able to use my powers. You're also used to dealing with regular criminals in Birmingham. There ain't no regular criminals in Birmingham since the Green Flash. Finally, that's the last one. I'm gonna have flashbacks when I go to the dentist. Come on, cat girl, let's help the others. More teeth to break. You are in charge of this group. Can we talk like civilized men? Yes, that is a good idea. I know you are all assuming that Contrast sent the infernal machine to distract us while he kidnapped my mom, but Mama says that she heard the kidnappers talking to each other and she doesn't think they sent it. She said they'd been watching us for days waiting for a chance to strike when the robot attacked. They took the opportunity, but they were as surprised as we were. We have been trying to find out where the robot came from. That's why I brought Dr. Fang's brother, Dr. Fang, to this meeting. The robot was manufactured in Japan by the Yoto Motor Corporation. That company no longer exists. It was owned by Dr. Yoto, the famous supervillain who tried to take over Japan in the 1970s. So it's quite old. It may have changed hands several times and sat derelict for decades. The robot was first spotted approaching from international waters in the Taiwan Strait. There were several ships in the area it could have been launched from, but it's also possible it was launched from a submarine, an island, a base on the sea floor, or somewhere further away. I wish I could be more helpful. If the robot was really old, it must have been fixed up some. Maybe some of the parts can be traced. We will try, but I'm afraid the explosion left us very little evidence to work with, and there are a lot of companies in East Asia that sell electronic parts. I'm not saying it's impossible, only that it may take a long time.
Well, I have a theory about who sent the infernal machine. Did no one else notice that the robot targeted Swansong? And then Princess Lianhua showed up out of nowhere to help us fight it? Then she mysteriously showed up to save Paladin's mother? I think this was all a plan to get Swansong out of the way and to get close to Paladin. You all know she wants to seduce him. I know about the Metal Realm and the Taiji tool. I'm not stupid.
Sakura, no one thinks you're stupid. We were required to keep the tournament secret from all who were not fighting. But with the exchange of ambassadors, I believe that keeping it a secret is no longer possible. And we are aware of the princess's suspicious behavior. We have kept her under constant surveillance. It's very unlikely she could have pulled off such a plot. She's still new to our world with no connections. Then why would the robot target me? I don't believe it did. You were simply there among the heroes fighting it. I see no reason to think that it was sent after anyone other than Paladin, simply because he is the Emperor. Well, why would anyone want to kill Lee? I thought the people here loved him. Look, I understand that you're used to forming a list of suspects by thinking about who had a motive. But when you're talking about a head of state, that doesn't work. There are far too many people who have motives. We have to follow the evidence we have, as little as we have. It will take time, but we will track down the people behind this attack. Too many people who have motives? Who has a motive? The CCP, radical Democrats, drug lords, the CIA. The CIA? Why? For the same reason as radical Democrats. Also, you imposed trade restrictions on the United States, and you sent the American ambassador home. He was a jerk. Yes, he was. I'm not saying it was the CIA. It probably wasn't. I just want you to see that you can't start this investigation by looking for motives. You forgot to mention the Russians. Yes, them too. So, you let them take Dr. Bauer into some sort of hell? More of a purgatory. After he has been purged by the Void's agents for many years, they will let him into the Void, which is what he really wanted. Once we came to an agreement, the agents of the Void were most helpful. The one they called Disease was able to decontaminate us and the prisoners, and also to dispose of the virus completely. The so-called monsters are being treated by NextGen, and in time they should recover from their terrible experiences. Alright, heroes, mission accomplished and a job well done. I'll let you get back to your lives until next time.